Alright, so a lot has changed since my last build video. My last build video was a Great Axe and Warhammer build. I kind of got bored of melee. I've been kind of playing with it since pretty much the beginning. I've been playing with strength type builds since the beginning. So I kind of want to change it up a little bit. I tried going for the regular mage, which is the Inferno Staff and the Ice Gauntlet. I just didn't like that because the Inferno Staff kind of feels weak. I don't really find any synergy between the abilities. There isn't really like there you have like two burst abilities and like an ability that no one uses and a mobility ability. That's it. There's not really like much synergy between the abilities that make you chain combos and things like that. So I definitely think that Inferno Staff should have some type of a rework because right now it's kind of underwhelming. But yeah, this build this is not like something new. This is something that like a lot of players that have already been playing with. This is not like some hyper obscure knowledge that only me and like six other people know. No. This is pretty known. But I want to make this video because I kind of want this build to be nerfed a little bit because it's kind of filthy. It's kind of disgusting. There's a lot of things that this build can do, and there's not that many weaknesses. So um, this is a medium armor build with Void Gauntlet and Ice Gauntlet. I'm going to be covering as much as I can in little time as possible because I don't really like making huge videos. I want to talk about the gear first because a big part of why this build is strong is because almost every single perk that you can get is absolutely busted. Both for Void Gauntlet and Ice Gauntlet, they both have insanely good perks. So let's talk about those perks real quick. Pretty much every single perk that I have is mandatory, I think, because it doesn't feel as strong when you don't have these perks. You have the Putrefying Scream, which is pretty much just like a fucking, you pretty much destroy healers with this. You have Voracious Blade, I think that's how you say it. It's pretty much like extra healing while you're doing DPS below 50% health. This is just this is just an off piece. You don't really need to have a perk on here. Just put on your best piece, and for my case, it's this. Nullifying Oblivion is absolutely nuts. Deadly Frost, really strong. It doesn't sound like it's strong in the tooltip, but it actually adds up. To get this perk right here, it's nuts. And this one is not that great, but I still rather have it because sometimes when players leave Ice Storm and you heavy attack them, they can still get rooted even though they're not inside the Ice Storm. So these are the perks, and for the armor, I'm pretty sure most people know that this is the most optimal way to run medium armor: 2 heavy, 1 medium, 1 light, 1 medium, from head to shoes, that order. And you want to have as much resilient and refreshing as possible. I just have 1 freedom here because I couldn't really find any refreshing. But freedom is not that bad of a trait. It's actually like I think the 3rd best trait in terms of like armor perks. So yeah, if you find freedom and you can't find anything else with resilient or refreshing, you can definitely get something like this. For Julie, you can just use whatever you can. For amulets, Divine and Health is pretty much best in slot, I think. Refreshing and keen awareness on the ring, and ill-gotten gains because I cannot find anything else that doesn't cost 50,000 gold. Yeah, Void Gauntlet and Ice Gauntlet. Just as long as you have these weapon perks on your build, you pretty much are good to go. You can kind of mix and match with whatever you can find on the market or while grinding. Of course, you want keen on weapons, especially on the Void Gauntlet, because there's a passive that makes you reduce cooldown every time you crit, which is when you have keen, like, that kind of makes you be spamming shit, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely need the keen awareness on the Void Gauntlet. Ice Gauntlet, it helps. It's not that important, but you definitely should still get it. For the food, this is the cheapest food that I can find. It kind of depends on the server, but I got this for like 6 each, so 6 gold each, so it's not that expensive. It's pretty much the same value as the 40 attribute. I don't know what to call them, like the food that gives you 40 points. It's pretty much the same value because 24 plus 16 is 40. So you kind of just have to build your attribute points around this food. and you'll have the same value. Um, I think I covered everything for the build, for armor. Sorry. Yeah, diamond on everything. I still think it's the best. Uh, Gambit on weapons. I don't know if retaliate is better. I've not really messed with anything else just because, gems are kind of expensive. I don't really like, spending gold on gems and shit. And like, I'm not really that financially stable in this game yet. But I think Gambit is on a good spot right now. It's 15% damage when your stamina is not full, which is, if you think about it, is like 80% of the time. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the build. For the armor type, sorry. Okay, attributes. 200 intelligence, 100 focus, 200 constitution. If you get everything 600 gear score, you can hit 200 constitution, but I don't. I have 9 strength here because I just couldn't find a better ring. So my ring has 9 strength on it. So yeah, that's why I have 9 strength. You definitely don't need strength here. So 200 intelligence, 100 focus, 200 constitution is, in my opinion, the best attribute distribution. If you play this build and you find something better, definitely let me know. But for me, this is the way to go. Let's talk about the weapons. Ice Gauntlet, you can just copy these perks. I'm pretty sure most players already know what to do with the Ice Gauntlet. I'm not running Ice Tomb Entombed, whatever. I call it Ice Tomb because it's literally like an Ice Tomb. I really don't feel like it does anything, man. Like every time I use Ice Tomb, I'm pretty much dead. Like even if I get out of it, like there's not much I can do. So I just swapped this for Ice Spike, which is a huge part of your burst. If you can line this right, it takes some practice, but if you line this right, this is pretty much like 5k extra damage, like out of fucking nothing. If you line it perfectly, it's like it hits like three times, I think, or 4 times, and each time it's like 2 to 3k damage if it crits. So this is definitely like insane ability. Very, very little people run this. If you have not messed with this ability, you should definitely try this out. But yeah, copy these perks. You can read them for yourself. They're pretty self-explanatory. Nothing really complicated right here. Void Gauntlet, pretty much everything in this Annihilation tree. You can copy these skills. This is pretty much meta. Nothing really interesting going on here. What have I missed? I don't think I missed anything. Let's see. Mana potions. Sometimes you run out of mana. You start chugging those shits. Health potions. Yeah, don't really think I missed anything. Okay, so I just want to quickly say I'd like to apologize for my absolutely horrendous voice quality on my last video. A lot of people have been really mad about it, and I appreciate it. I like people that tell me how it is. I don't really like sugarcoating. If something in my video sucks, I want you to tell me like, hey, bro, this shit is ass, bro. You better change this. So appreciate the people that told me that my voice sucks. Yeah. And also, thanks for the support. I got 25k views on a very mediocre build video. I really appreciate that. And I got a decent amount of likes. So let's keep that same energy. If I get the same support, that would make my entire month. So yeah, I hope you guys have fun with this type of build. It's definitely very strong. I will be playing some clips at the moment right after this. And yeah, good luck on the build. Hope you guys find some juicy pieces. And have a good day. See you.
You will never win.